2022. The year I became a millionaire. Just kidding. I'm not a millionaire. But it was a very interesting year for my business. And while it's not the year that I became a millionaire, it was the year that my business and personal life went through a lot of big changes. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how much money I was able to make, not only through my business, through the sales of my products that I made, but also some of the other ways I was able to supplement that income. And for those who don't know who I am, hello, my name is Jerica, and I am the owner of Quench Bear, which is a soap and bath bomb company. A year ago, Kale is my husband, we moved to Calgary, Alberta from Midland, Ontario, in order to be able to buy a space that was bigger so that we could work out of our home. And that's what we do. We operate our business in our home. And during that year of transition, we also experienced big recession, and that's definitely reflected in these numbers. I'm not going to make you guys wait any longer. I'll give you what you clicked for. In 2022, my business made $42,632.88 in sales. In 2021, the year before, my business made $91,440.26. It's a huge drop. It's like less than half. And in this video, I want to talk about what might have led to that huge drop in sales and what I plan to do about those numbers, because when you get numbers like that, you don't want to ignore them. You gotta think about a plan. So I'll share all of that with you guys today. So let me break down that number a little bit more. In 2022, our Shopify made $24,502.42 versus $33,424.02. So that's $9,000 less. So back in 2022, when we just moved, we had the Shopify closed for the month of January and we reopened it back in February. If you've been watching this channel a long time, you know my opinion when it comes to January, February, March. Those are the three worst earning months when it comes to selling handmade soap. So it wasn't a great time to launch our website, and that reflects in the numbers. We had a really slow start to our 2022. One factor that led to the drop in sales could be that we had a lot of local customers in the Midland and Simcoe area. The town of Midland in Ontario is really small, about 17,000 people, but we were able, through our markets and events, to gain quite a large local customer base, and a lot of those people relied on us to drop off their orders to their homes in person. Obviously, we can't do that here in Calgary, so we lost a lot of those customers. We also took a really big hiatus in the summer to travel, and that definitely hurt our sales because we didn't have the shop open and we weren't able to fulfill any orders during that time. But the biggest reason, I think, has definitely been the economic climate, because our order volume wasn't that much less than last year, but the order ticket amount is significantly less. So while the number of orders dipped only a little bit, the amount that people were willing to spend per order has dropped by a lot. And that definitely reflects in the Etsy sales as well. In 2022, we made $5,077.01. But in 2021, our Etsy made $13,113.19. So another huge drop. We actually didn't open the Etsy until June of 2022 because I was still debating whether or not I wanted to have a second shop, but because the sales were so slow in our Shopify, I realized that we could still be making some money from Etsy through Etsy's marketplace and be discovered that way. And we did make some sales through Etsy. So I'm glad we reopened. So not only did we see a big drop in our Shopify numbers and Etsy numbers, but we also got a big drop in our wholesale customers. A lot of our wholesale customers were in our town of Midland and they owned shops in that town. So once we moved to Calgary, we lost a lot of that business. So in 2022, our wholesale customer sales were $9,799.78. And our wholesale customer sales in 2021 were $17,020.77. Not only did the number of wholesale customers go down, but with our existing wholesale customers, their order volume also went down, I'm guessing because of the current economic climate. Well, we do think that now that Kale and I are here in Calgary, we could get that wholesale customer number back up. we'll see. Only time will tell. So our next number is the biggest drop in terms of sales, and that is our markets and in-person event sales. In 2022, we made $3,253.67. And in 2021, we made $27,874.28 through our markets and in-person events. When we lived in Midland, our income stream from farmers markets and in-person events was a lot bigger than it is here because we did so many more. I think at one point Kale was doing 4 farmers markets a week. And we had a lot of events lined up. And through those events, we gained a ton of local customers. Even to this day, we get messages saying that they miss us and they wish we were there. So that was a huge blow to our business once we moved to Calgary. But Calgary also has some big events, and they also have farmers markets here. Kale and I already signed ourselves up for one that we really like, and we think into 2023 we'll probably do other farmers markets and in-person events that'll help that number go up. So in 2022, our revenue was $42,632.88. That is not including the expenses that we had to spend in order to operate our business. And those expenses come in the form of supplies, ingredients, our website, fees, and taxes. And once you factor all of that in, it's not that much that we made. And this is why diversifying our income streams are so important. I get other income through my Patreon and my YouTube and my affiliate sales, and that really helped us get through a really lean sales year in 2022. And for those who are curious, in 2022, the AdSense that I get from YouTube, I earned $46,105.07. And when you produce videos through YouTube, there's a lot less expenses that go into it. I did invest in some new camera gear this year, but other than that, and taxes, that's pretty much what we took home. And in the fall, Kale did take on a second job. And I think videos like this are really important because I know a lot of you are interested in doing soap making as a business, and it's good to know what someone who's already doing it is actually making, and I'm hoping that this video really helps you guys get a bigger picture on what that looks like. My plan for 2023, I touched on this in the last video that I posted where I talked about my business goals, but I definitely want to see that number go up. I'm hoping to at least double that number, and already we have a much better start in January 2023 than we did in January 2022 because our Shopify was closed in January 2022, and we already have some orders into the new year, so that's good. But I want to keep that momentum going. I'm hoping with my increased social media activity, I'll be able to generate more sales that way, as well as be able to get more sales through the higher frequency of videos that I'm posting through YouTube. We're also hoping that we find more farmers markets and in-person events here in Calgary that we can vend at. And in this time, we're also hoping to build out our local customer base. We're already seeing repeat orders from fellow Calgarians, which is awesome. It took us much longer to build this out in Midland. It took over 3 years to get to the spot that we were at when we were able to take in $91,000 in sales and revenue. I truly believe we can get to that point again here in Calgary, because even though $42,000 doesn't sound like a lot, that was our first year here in Calgary, which if we compare it to our first year in Midland, was way higher, is way higher. So I'm really hoping that this video has given you guys a realistic look at what someone who runs a handmade soap business makes. As you can see, it's all over the board with so many different factors affecting that final number. And just a reminder that that number is from years of development. I definitely did not start off making tens of thousands of dollars. And I think you guys should have that same expectation as well. So it's a shorter video today, but because it was more information based, I thought a punchier video where I got straight to the point would be better appreciated over a vlog. But don't worry, the next video, I'll be taking you around in my day-to-day soap business life. Let me know in the comments if these numbers surprised you. Did you think it was higher than what you were expecting or lower? I'm just super excited to see what a second year in Calgary is going to do for our business. If I've somehow inspired you and you want to start a soap business for yourselves and you want to learn how to make soap and bath bombs and lotions and body butters and lip balms and all of that, then you can check out my Patreon. I have a lot of my recipes on there, over 80 of them, and that is linked down below. Speaking of my Patreon, thank you to my generous, wonderful, amazing patrons. Each and every one of you are so appreciated, especially these guys, my bubble BFFs. The Patreon income has also really helped me during this time of transition. So thank you. Honestly, I appreciate you guys so much. And until the next video, keep smiling, keep being awesome, keep making beautiful things, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.